to talk for just a minute about European impressions of Caddo agriculture, which would have been largely Three Sisters agriculture at the time of European contact. So the first European expectation of farming is that farming is a monoculture. You grow one type of plant in each plot, and there are spaces between those plants. And that wasn't what Caddo agricultural lands or agricultural plots looked like. Of course, you had classically the corn growing up, the beans growing up the corn stalks, and the squash covering the ground. And those three crops, as I think is well known, work together, with the beans providing extra nitrogen to the soil as the corn is taking it out, and the squash shielding the ground, keeping the moisture in and keeping the weeds down. But that looked very messy to European observers who didn't see it as, in some ways, as real agriculture because it wasn't separated like that. And Caddo agricultural plots were not fenced. There were no pigs, no other domestic livestock like cattle or horses to keep out of your agricultural plots. Of course, you needed somebody to watch over and keep deer away and so on. But it wasn't the problem that it was in Europe. And the combination of multi-cropping and lack of fencing, and that the locations of Caddo agricultural plots moved for 10 or 20 years perhaps, in order to move to locations with better soil fertility, tended to make Europeans not see Caddo agriculture and other Indian agriculture as real agriculture. Final expectation of Europeans about Indian farms that caused problems was the idea of individual ownership, that an individual owns the land and owns not just the land for farming, but owns all the rights to the land, all the use rights, and that the land is held by a single person rather than by a clan, a lineage, a village, or an extended family, caused a lot of problems in terms of who could you approach to sell the land. And so in some cases, when Europeans are thinking that they have bought the land, they've bought it from somebody who didn't have the rights to it, for one thing, or they were simply buying use rights for a particular purpose, in effect buying a hunting lease, and didn't really understand that they did not have total and exclusive rights as individuals to that land under Indian tradition.